Hello, hello, and Happy New Year to all. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season because it is now time to lock in for my favorite season, which is award season. The Critics' Choice Awards are happening this Sunday. It is the first televised precursor of the season. I'm going to go through as quickly as possible and give you my predictions for the winners of the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards. This one I've been agonizing a lot about because it's the first big one of the year. This is kind of where anything can happen. Important to note that while critics don't have an impact on the Oscars themselves, it is still a televised ceremony. It is an opportunity to get up and speak and get people invested in your campaign, in your work. It does play a factor. I don't know how this is going to go given that it's the first one, given that the season is so up in the air, but we're going to give it the old college try. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way all the way up to the big one, and I will give you my predicted winner and runner-up, kicking us off with Best Visual Effects. The nominees for Best Visual Effects are Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1, Frankenstein, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Sinners, and Superman. I have Avatar taking it pretty handily. I think it's going to sweep this category all year. I don't know what else to say about the effects of Avatar, but my runner-up is Frankenstein. Next up for Best Stunt Design, we've got Ballerina, F1, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Warfare. I have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning taking it. I know this wasn't the most warmly received film in that franchise, but this is a great opportunity to reward it, especially given the movie is built around stunt design, and it's the best part of that movie. My runner-up is Ballerina, very stunt-heavy, action-driven film. For Best Sound, we've got F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Surratt, and Warfare. I have F1 taking it. I think a lot of people are very passionate about this on a technical level, specifically the sound design. My runner-up, though, is Sinners. I think, Sinners has a lot of passion for it on a technical level. I think it's going to do very well in a lot of these below the line categories. Next up for Best Production Design, we've got the Fantastic Four: First Steps, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. I think they're going to give it to Frankenstein, with Wicked for Good being my runner up. Both are just these big, excellent displays of production design, a lot of practical sets. I think they're really going to love that. For Best Song, the nominees are Clothed by the Sun from The Testament of Ann Lee, Drive from F1, The Girl in the Bubble from Wicked for Good, Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters, I Lied to You from Sinners, and Train Dreams from Train Dreams. It's Golden. I think Golden is going to sweep this category all year long, but I Lied to You is the clear runner-up. I think Sinners will give it a run for its money, but I feel really good about Golden. Which brings us to Best Score. The nominees are F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and One Battle After Another, and Sinners. I think this is Sinners' award. I do think all season long song is going to be K-Pop Demon Hunters and score is going to go to Sinners. It is my favorite score of the year, but I think One Battle is the runner-up there. Excellent score as well from another major player this award season, the frontrunner, some would say. Next, we've got Best Hair and Makeup. The nominees are 28 Years Later, Frankenstein, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, Weapons, and Wicked for Good. I do think this is Frankenstein's to lose, especially given that it's paired with a nominated performance. I feel pretty good about that. I have Wicked for Good though in my runner-up. For Best Editing, I've got F1, A House of Dynamite, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Perfect Neighbor, and Sinners. I think this is gonna go One Battle with F1 as my runner-up. For Best Costume Design, the nominees are Frankenstein, Hamnet, Hedda, Kiss of the Spider-Woman, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. I think Frankenstein's going to take it with Wicked for Good as the runner-up. For Best Cinematography, I have F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. I think Sinners is going to take it, and I have One Battle After Another as my runner-up, but I do think there is a strong case that Train Dreams could surge ahead and take it. And now that I'm saying it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger on Train Dreams and make that my runner-up. For Best Foreign Language Film, the nominees are Belaine from Argentina, It Was Just an Accident from Iran, Left-Handed Girl from Taiwan, No Other Choice, South Korea, The Secret Agent from Brazil, and Surratt from Spain. I think It Was Just an Accident is the front runner in this category going into the season in general, so I have that winning, but I do think The Secret Agent is really surging and does very well amongst critics, so I have that as my runner-up. For Best Animated Feature, the nominees are Arco, Elio in Your Dreams, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie or the Character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. I think K-pop Demon Hunters will take it, but I do see a world where Little Amelie can take it. I think critics could rally around like the little animated film that could. For Best Comedy, the nominees are The Ballad of Wallace Island, Eternity, Friendship, The Naked Gun, The Phoenician Scheme, and Splitsville. I think they're gonna go with The Naked Gun, and I have Eternity in the runner-up position. The Naked Gun just kind of feels like a return to like that studio comedy that a lot of people have been craving, and it did very well critically, so I think they'll go for it. For Best Young Actor or Actress, I've got Everett Blunk from The Plague, Miles Catton for Sinners, Carrie Christopher, Weapons, Shannon Mahina Gorman for Rental Family, Jacoby Jupe for Hamnet, and Nina Yee for The Left-Handed Girl. I think they're gonna go Miles Catton for Sinners. I think Sinners is like the other big player on top of One Battle After Another. I think that will be a cool win. For runner-up, I think they'll go Hamnet. I think that's like the other like buzziest film in this bunch. All great nominees though. This is a really fun category. And in a year that was like really, really stacked with excellent young performances. Best Casting and Ensemble, we've got Hamnet, Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. I think they're gonna go One Battle, and I have Sinners as the runner-up. Those are the 1 and 2, I think, right now for Best Picture across the season, so I kind of am just going with that. I still don't know how like a casting award is gonna look in the awards scheme, so it will be interesting, but I think One Battle is the Best Picture frontrunner, so yeah. For Adapted Screenplay, we've got One Battle After Another, Train Dreams, No Other Choice, Frankenstein, Begonia, and Hamnet. I think they're gonna give it to One Battle After Another with Hamnet as the runner-up. As we've been seeing with all the like critics groups precursors, they are loving One Battle After Another. They are loving Sinners. So like if there's like any inkling of a doubt in my mind, I'm just kind of gonna lean one of those two. Which brings me to Original Screenplay. We've got Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, Sinners, Weapons, Sorry Baby, and Sentimental Value. I have Sinners taking it with Sentimental Value as my runner-up, but I could see a world where like Sorry Baby kind of surges and like has like a fun unexpected moment. That's a lot of hope dicting on my part, but you never know, but I do think it's Sinners. For Best Supporting Actor, we have Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein, Paul Mescal, Hamnet, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, Adam Sandler, Jay Kelly, and Stellan Skarsgård with Sentimental Value. As we've been seeing with these critics groups precursors, Benicio del Toro has kind of been running away with the whole thing, so I'm going to stick with that there based on that precedent, and I'm very happy about that. I would love to see him sweep the season, honestly. My runner-up, I actually have Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. I kind of have him in the 2 position for the season so far. I think he's gotten a couple wins here and there, and he has a great narrative supporting him. For Supporting Actress, the nominees are Elle Fanning, Sentimental Value, Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good, Inga Ipsdotter Lilius for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan, Weapons, Wami Masaku, Sinners, and Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. Kind of similar to my reasoning with Benicio del Toro, I think they're gonna go Amy Madigan with Weapons. She has been a critics group darling so far this season. I think Best Supporting Actress is a bit more up in the air, and I don't think like she's necessarily gonna run away with it this season as of right now, but I do think like she will pick this one up. Critics groups are loving her. My runner-up is Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another, though. I think she is also doing really well with the critics groups, and she is attached to a much stronger movie than Amy Madigan is in the awards scheme, so we'll see. Then we've got Best Actor. I really don't know what to make of this category. The nominees are Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle, Joel Edgerton, Train Dreams, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, and Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent. I think in terms of like the critics group's precursors, all these men are kind of picking up things here and there or like showing up where they need to. It's kind of all over the place. I think Michael B. Jordan, as of recording, has the most critics groups prizes right now, but I don't know what to really do here because they're all kind of scooping up a fair amount. Right now in my number 1, I have Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. I think that movie just came out. It surged at the right time. But at my runner-up, I have Wagner Moura actually for The Secret Agent. I definitely think this is like a performance critics would get behind. I could see them like really loving The Secret Agent and pushing him. I would love to see it. If it happens, you'll hear a scream all the way from my home, but yeah, we'll see. For Best Actress, another bloodbath. The nominees are Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Chase Infinity One Battle After Another, Renata Reinsve for Sentimental Value, Amanda Seyfried for The Testament of Anne Lee, and Emma Stone for Begonia. I've had Jessie Buckley at my number one for a bit. However, Rose Byrne cleaned up with critics groups. Like, she is the cleanest clean sweep I think we've had, and Jessie Buckley has picked up some prizes, but I think Rose Byrne is very strong in critic circles. So I'm actually going to put Rose Byrne winning this with Jessie Buckley as my runner-up, and I'm going to move on before I overthink it. For Best Director, the nominees are Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler, Sinners, Guillermo del Toro, Frankenstein, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. I think this is Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another with Ryan Coogler as the runner-up for Sinners, but I really think critics especially are going to really rally around PTA for this. And our next category. For Best Picture, the nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams, and Wicked for Good. I think this is one battles to lose right now, especially if like critics are the voting body. I really think it's going to be one battle, but I would not count out Sinners. I have that as my runner-up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know who you're rooting for Sunday night, and make sure you do all the things you're supposed to do with a YouTube video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow me everywhere, because I'm going to be updating you all award season long. I already have my Golden Globes predictions video in the can, ready to go, so you won't want to miss it. But until the next one, bye!